Hey, welcome to my channel. This is a reading for Taurus, and it's your first time here. Welcome, and if you're coming back, welcome back. As always, you're more than welcome to, if it resonates with you, to subscribe to the channel. There's a reading every week, and the reading for my special is going till the 12th of July, 2020, for $12 for 30 minutes downloadable reading. I do have a lot of readings, so if you order one, please know that it might take a little time for me to be able to collect or to deliver it for you, Taurus. And for those of you that are cross-watching, you will see that I'm wearing a bit of a different shirt to all the other. Yeah, the cards are coming out. They're so beautiful. Let's cross that because that's how it came out. So you'll see that I'm wearing a different shirt to the other readings. And the reason for that is, in last week's reading, I accidentally said your name wrong in your reading in the beginning, you know. And I knew that because you guys are so beautiful and so wonderful and so fantastic that you'll be understanding. But then somehow I did it again this week. And it was a beautiful reading, but I said to myself, you know what? I don't feel that I should do that for Taurus. You know, so I deleted that video. I deleted it. And I said, you know what? No matter how tight my schedule is, no matter how many personal readings I have, I'm going to record a new reading for you. Okay? So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So this reading, Taurus, really it's a timeless reading, but this is about what is your superpower. Okay, so what's your superpower? Let's see for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant. If you get something that resonates with you, you know, you say yes, you accept it in your heart. Like the video if you like, you know, put on a comment. Okay, and then let's just get you a crystal oracle card. You're more than welcome to follow me on Facebook or on Instagram if you'd like to do that. The links are down below, as well as for if you're interested in spiritual regression hypnosis, the link to my profile is down below as well. Okay, I do online sessions. And I must tell you guys, I've been so blessed. You know, my birthday was recently and I got tarot decks and oracle decks and donations and such beautiful words and kindness and messages. And so thank you so much for inviting me into your lives, you know, on your phones and your tablets and your laptops and your televisions and however you get to see me. Thank you for that. So your crystal oracle card is Black Tourmaline, protection. Okay. So if you think of taking maybe a different step right now, a new step, a new direction, I've been sort of watching your path, and it seems like many of you are sort of, you know, heading in like a different sort of direction. So if you are, this is a beautiful confirmation for you, first of all, Taurus, that you are universally protected. Okay, and so if you maybe feel a little bit out of sorts and you feel a little bit like wild or lost or whatever the case may be, know that you can always call upon this energy that is available there for you always. Okay, know that you can call upon this energy. And then the cards that came out for you, it's the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords kind of went a little bit almost like a cross like that, almost like it was crossing it, which for me it's very distinctive, especially since the next card after that is the Knight of Cups, which to me it's a card very much about good luck, it's about opportunity, it's about windfalls. The King of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords came out in reverse for you after that. So Page of Wands then came out, and lastly you got the Devil. Okay, so for you right now, what I see happening over here, Taurus, and this is of course a general reading, so you take what resonates for you. Sorry. So wanting to move to that next step, feeling ready for many of you to move to that next step, but, you know, concerned about some of those things that, you know, could maybe feel a little bit contrived, like they might go wrong or they might not go the way that you want, you know. And then the reminder there with the Knight of Swords is that first of all, again, you are never alone, and secondly, you want to mind your thoughts, because your thoughts can make you create a situation that you know that you never needed to have. And what I mean by that is, remember that when it comes to creation, okay, everything we want, whether it's a deck of cards or whether it's a Ferrari, it all comes from the same energy. It comes from the same vortex. It comes from the same nothingness. Okay, and whatever you pay a lot of attention to is what you start attracting into your life. So it's what you start making possible for you. So whilst you know it is good to obviously be sober what's happening in your life, you know, also being sober, getting the clarity, but knowing that you can move away from what it is you might not like to have, and that you don't want to think too much about what may go wrong, because when you think too much about what may go wrong, that starts to actually come into your experience of life. So you want to mind your thoughts, all right? And also, if you don't sort of, feel a bit like in a jam, in a funk, also remember that it would have been your thoughts, your attention that brought you, that's your point of manifestation. Now, you may have done so subconsciously, may not have, done so meaning to get yourself into like a tight corner, or, little sticky situations. But now that you know that you got yourself there without even putting too much thought into it, now that you know that you've got this power, this amazing superpower that's your mind, and what it can create for you. Imagine the beauty that you can create with it. You feel me? All right. And then with this Knight of Cups, so on the other end of this, watching the thoughts, a lot of all different things can come in, and it can be easy. We have this idea sometimes that just because things is difficult, and maybe it started in a difficult way and it was challenging and stuff like that, as human beings we often feel that it must continue being that way, and it really doesn't have to be that way. Okay, I do feel that you stepped away from some things, stepped away from some people, stepped away from situations, circumstances, things that weren't really serving you in the best possible way. So you've already done quite a lot. All right, and I feel it's almost like you're sort of on that brink, sort of like, that precipice of healing, moving forward, but then there's some previous things that's sort of like they're coming back, all right? And so you want to know that you are being divinely protected and supported by the universe. Let's clear a clarification. Actually, I want to use this other deck. Let's use this one. There we go. It's one of my... love this deck. I actually like them all, obviously. But let's clarify using this one, this black tourmaline, this protection. See what we got for Taurus. Superpower. How your babies doing? I hope that you're good. I hope that things are working out for you, and even if things are not 100% up, Page of Wands is back. Even if things are not 100% the way you want them to be, may they, work out for you. It's a lot of thoughts for you. A lot of, especially in this reading, thoughts is a lot about letting go, changing your mind thoughts, changing your mind patterns, how changing those can have an effect on your life, especially with ending here with the devil. Because the devil is one of those cards that sort of let us know a lot of times we feel trapped by situations, circumstances, people. But if we change our thoughts, then the circumstances can also change. Strength card in reverse. We're going to get one more. Yeah. So there's a lot of cards here now for you. By the Page of Wands and the Two of Swords. Okay. Then there's a Strength card that came out in reverse. The Hanged Man I didn't actually even see. The Page of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so, wow. So there's definitely something that happened, or someone that happened, So you got your eye on something or someone and not quite sure how to get it. And I feel that some of you may maybe feel a little bit like you don't deserve it, like it won't work out. All right. And the Page of Cups is saying that you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be kind with yourself, because there's already, here in your reading, there's already a Page of Wands, and then we got another Page of Wands. So it's like a double one coming there with the emotions coming in. All right. And so it's beautiful, but it's also getting you a little bit stuck. You're like, oh my goodness, now what? Oh my goodness, stress. And it feels like there's something very easy about it, they're natural and sort of fluid about it, but in the same way you go like, oh my goodness. All right, so you maybe want to watch your thoughts a little, because I feel that your mind is going like zoom, 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 zoom. Okay. Page of Cups there with the Hanged Man. So when it's here, it's letting you know that when it's here, when you can accept something inside your heart, then it's already so much more a possibility for you. And then sometimes there with the Ten of Wands, we get to see the things that we are moving away from, or that we have to move away from, that might be holding us back. Because a lot of times we get something beautiful coming in. It's an offer, it's a person, you know, whatever the case may be. Sorry, their cards are offline, so I'm just going to pick them up. And so you kind of set your mind on what it is that you'd like to have, and it seems very, very nice, and it seems very beautiful, and it seems like a beautiful blessing initially. Sorry, I shook the camera there. And you're like, you know, I will go for this. I like this. I'd really go for this. But then when you start going for it, it seems like there's suddenly so many things that are almost sort of in the way, like life gave you this and now it doesn't want you to have it. But what we often get is once you decide you want this, and you want this in, you know, whatever it may be, in the best possible way, then a lot of times the things that are sort of not in alignment with what you want is going to start showing up. Okay, and it's showing up because you can heal it now, and if you can heal it, you can move past it, and then what you want you can have, and it's actually so much better than you ever imagined it would be. All right, let's clarify. We're going to clarify the Devil first. Okay. So the Devil, which has got these two characters with the situation in between, also got the Two of Cups, emotion. So whatever is bothering between the two of you, you know, whatever you're dealing with a person, and you say with another person, this could also be the sort of, you know, sometimes we have very contrived feelings within ourselves. It feels like we're fighting a part of ourselves. So I feel that harmony is starting to flow there, you know, some beautiful sort of bliss starting to flow there. So that's actually quite lovely. That's really, really lovely. Let's see. All right, Page of Swords. And let's have one more card, please. If I can have one more card for Taurus. What is this card here that flipped around? Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. You're going to like this. So the Devil is clarified by the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords. So again, be mindful of not jumping to actions. You know, sometimes we feel we don't know what to do, and because we don't know what to do, we want to jump towards something to do. So let me recommend to you so strongly, if you don't know what to do, it's usually best to not do anything. All right, and when I say don't do anything, I mean don't take any sort of action or do what you need to do, but try to be in that space of surrender, speak to the universe, ask for help, ask for divine assistance. Okay, because look at what you're having here. So this is what I want to show you. So the Devil, this is about the connection coming together. So this is the card that we are clarifying. Okay, and then we got the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords that were coming in. We're speaking about watching the connection, but it's still that two connection. All right, and then look at this powerful. So this could very easily be a twin flame connection for you guys, because it's the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This is about as powerful a connection as, you know, you can ask for. When people speak about twin flame, this is kind of what they're speaking about. All right. And then I just want to clarify this Knight of Cups that came in, because there's an offer coming in. There's an emotional offer coming in. So it's almost like I want to show you this. So you remember that we're talking about the Two of Cups now. So remember in the beginning we had, and this is the card we're going to clarify, the Knight of Cups. So this is sort of the emotional offer that comes towards you. The you know, like the offer that completes the deal for you. Yep, King of Cups. This is quite awesome. This is quite awesome. Let me see if I can get you another card here for this King of Cups here on the Knight of Cups. And I mean, when you think about it, we're dealing with 3 different decks here, but it keeps on being the same sort of cards that's coming out. Isn't that amazing? What is this? This one kind of went over, almost bent over backwards. Said, back me. So the King of Cups and the King of Swords. This is a powerful reading. I see now why I had to redo it for you guys. Because, oh my goodness. Okay, let's just take this. So the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Remember, as I said, this is my card for good luck, things coming through. So the King of Cups and the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So that mindfulness to the words where you place your actions, you know, a good question to ask is, what do I need for my inner peace, for me to be peaceful, not just now, but for me to be peaceful from this situation 5 years from now as well. And that will give you a lot of clarity. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups. So you're recognizing the opportunity. You're recognizing the opportunity that's being offered to you. It's got something to do with emotions. Yep. And then there with the Nine of Swords, you got the Temperance card. All right. So there, on the other hand of worry, concern, what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong, what if this doesn't work out, what if that doesn't work out. On the other side of that lies your power. All right, when you understand that everything, and when I say understand, is when you even to start accept in the smallest form, Taurus, that everything you're seeking for is already, it's in here, it's inside of you. And this has been coming out in a lot of the readings for a lot of the signs for this week specifically, that everything you're looking for is already inside of you. That sorry, when we can recognize something outside that we don't like and that we don't want to have, by recognizing that, we are also already sort of aligning ourselves to the idea that there is a solution, but you need to allow it to come through. Okay. All right. So just going to draw one card for each of these that are still laying over here. So for the Seven of Swords in reverse, the World card just went flying on it, so I'm going to leave it where it landed because it literally just went there on its own. So again, let me just show you this. So it's sort of like, some of the things that we might be holding on to sometimes, and we feel like, oh, I must tell her how I feel. I must let him understand this is how I feel. You're not going to show me. I'm going to show you. Who do you think you are? How dare you? But on the other side of that, when you understand, all of that, that is when the magic begins to happen with this Knight of Pentacles. So when you step out of this pattern, out of this sort of need to show other people who you are, I will tell them, I will show them. When you get to the other side of it, you don't do that anymore. That is when you really open your energy, your power, your unlimited potential there, with the Magician, where everything that you have, it's already there on the table. The manifestation, the emotions, the decisiveness, the sort of feelings, the clarity that you want to have, it's already sort of there for you. Okay, but it's something that you need to embrace. It's something that you need to open your mind to. Let's clarify this Page of Wands. This card just kind of went sideways. So the Page of Wands is clarified by the Three of Cups. That's good, eh? That's so good. So then this is a beautiful confirmation for those of you that have been wanting to have a confirmation. Whether you're Taurus, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascending, Cross Watcher, when you see this and you like it and it resonates with you, claim it inside your heart, where you get Page of Wands and it sort of comes through there, and this new opportunity that's provided to you that seems like it's everything that your heart ever wanted. And sometimes we get these beautiful things coming around and we miss exactly what it is that we want to have in life because we are afraid. What if something goes wrong? But what if it doesn't? If you've been making it through so many things in your life already, it only stands to reason that whatever happens, you will be fine. You will be able to work through that too. Okay, so think on the flip side, opening your heart, moving away from this, Nine of Swords energy to where the, the sort of opportunities presented to you, and you open your heart to the possibility that it may just work. I really feel that it will work out for you absolutely beautifully, and so it is, my beautiful Taurus. Okay, so actually, I'm so glad that I redid your reading, because the previous one was beautiful, but this is even more beautiful. It's like even more detail. So sometimes it's about also trusting the divine timing of the universe, and I do that. If I remember with my reading last week for Aries, for some weird reason, and really honestly, I deleted the video twice. Like, I didn't mean to. I recorded it and I deleted it twice. times, I did it the third time. And sometimes you just get to understand why that had to be done. So sometimes it's just about going with the flow of life. Okay. Honor, love, and respect, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angels. If it resonates with you, subscribe to the channel. There's a reading for you every week. Like, leave a comment. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, remember the offer at $12 for 30 minutes downloadable video reading stands until the end of July. Just a reminder once again that I may not be able to provide a video to you right away, but I will honor all orders placed and paid for up until the end of July 2020. So it's a good time to give somebody a gift or whatever. Apart from that, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. If you're interested in spiritual regression hypnosis, all the links are down below. Namaste, my babies.